I'm Mel.
And I'm Erica.
And you're watching the next installment of
MTV Cribs!
Okay, I'm actually kidding. This is a TED Talk, and we'll give you the tour later. Stay tuned.
But actually today we'll be talking about dressing for success and how it applies to your daily life. So according to lifecareer.com, dressing for success is probably one of the most overused phrases in job hunting, but one of the most underutilized by job seekers. Your attire is the first thing your employer sees, so why not kick off the interview with a nice clean outfit that shows you really want the job? Employers are more likely to give you a second look if you make a good first impression. And that could be done just by looking presentable and ready for the job. While dressing for success doesn't necessarily mean wearing a suit and tie or a dress and heels, it could give you an edge over everyone else. Will dressing properly guarantee you the job? Of course not. But it will give you an edge and a positive first impression.
So dressing for success can help you in all aspects of your daily life, including dating, school, and even work. Dressing to the nines can improve your confidence and boost your self-esteem significantly. So let's talk about school. According to journalistresource.org, public schools nationwide have focused more on improving standardized test scores and campus safety. A growing number have begun requiring their students to wear uniforms. Typically a polo shirt of a particular color paired with navy or khaki pants, skirts or shorts. About 20% of public schools in the United States require uniforms in 2013, up from almost 12% in 1999. People argue that students will pay more attention to their classwork if they aren't preoccupied with fashion, and that they'll be better behaved. Meanwhile, school administrators say uniforms help eliminate gang-related styles and logos, and they can also make it easier to spot a stranger on campus.
The nice, clean-cut uniforms can help the students focus more on the grades and even give them confidence while doing so. Going into a test while looking sharp and feeling good gives you a greater chance of succeeding, and who knows, maybe even you'll set the curve for a test.
Be the curve setter. Everyone will hate you, but be the curve setter. So if you were in speech at all like me, dressing up and looking sharp is like one of the most important aspects of doing well. If you look good when you're up there on stage, you're more likely to feel good and you're more likely to do better. So walking on stage in front of people can be a challenge and very scary, but knowing you look professional and ready to take on anything helps take the edge off, like, from here to here. Like, you go, girl.
Dressing for success can also help you in your personal life, like dating or trying to meet someone. So let's say you're going out on the town for like a girls' night, and you're looking like a slob, you're not feeling it. It's not going to help. You're just going to be in this corner, you're not going to want to socialize, you're not going to want to interact with people. You go out looking good, you're feeling confident, you're going to want to talk to people, you're going to want to socialize, and that'll just get you a lot farther in life and like with people, starting conversations.
I wouldn't know that. I wear Crocs. Alright, the exact same thing though can also impact your employment. According to scientificamerican.org, a paper in Social Psychological and Personality Science asked subjects to change into formal or casual clothing before cognitive tests. Wearing formal business attire increased abstract thinking, which is an important aspect of creativity and long-term strategizing. The experiments suggest the effect is related to the feelings of power. So, better you dress, more power you feel like you have. Informal clothing may hurt in negotiations. In a study of the Journal of Experimental Psychology, male subjects wore their usual duds or were placed in suits or in sweats. Then they engaged in a game and involved negotiating with a partner. Those who dressed up obtained more profitable deals than the other groups who dressed down, and also had lower testosterone levels. For better focus, get decked out like a doctor. In research in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology, subjects made half as many mistakes as an attention-demanding task when wearing a white lab coat. On another attention task, those told their lab coat was a doctor's coat performed better than either of those who were told it was a painter's smock, or those who merely saw a doctor's coat on display. Employers look for someone who is ready to handle any situation thrown at them, someone who is confident and also well put together. Why would they want a bum advertising their business? Would they want someone who wears this?
A sloppy, baggy, oversized sweatshirt with possible stains.
From Big Lake.
We don't even go there.
Yeah. Or someone who wears this. A nice, flattering dress.
Clean.
Dress. Very important. Clean. Exactly. They wouldn't want a slob. So according to the Boston.com, In the competitive business world, some people who match the job description perfectly still get turned down because there will always be someone better. So those who are not dressing up are very likely to get rejected right away. Like, you won't even be looked at. They're going to be like, Crocs, next.
Heels, you got the job. According to NPR.org, a study done by California State University psychology professor Abraham Rushke and others that, in fact, formal clothing made people more expansively and abstractively think, more like a leader. The study of men and women found that those less formally dressed tended to focus on less important issues. Reading these cues is increasingly complex because clothing norms can vary from industry and region, because what's acceptable and looks good on Wall Street will not in Silicon Valley. Generally, he says the positive cognitive effects come from being dressed a notch better than those around you.
So if you want to figure out how to dress for this job interview, find out how people in the office or wherever you're applying to dress. Buy a new outfit. Find one that makes you feel like on top of the world, like you're the baddest person out there. Then walk into the interview and nail it.
And Forbes.com says that, like, everyone knows the old saying, don't judge a book by its cover, but that's not true. Because people do judge a book by its cover. I mean, there's an industry, like, people do marketing for all these things, and the same goes for outfits. People, like, we like to say we don't judge people how they look or what they wear, but I mean, ultimately, we do. We look at what people are wearing, we judge them. If they look nice, then we're going to look at them some more. If they don't, we're just going to keep on walking. So just like job interviews, employers are going to do the same thing. Like, anybody, maybe you're trying to meet someone, again, same thing. So it's just like the example of looking at books can apply here. You see a cool cover of a book like this, you're going to stop and read it and potentially buy it. You see a book cover like this, white, plain, doesn't look industry, you're not going to stop, you're going to keep walking. So that just goes with the outfits. And so, I mean, don't get me wrong, you aren't, like, if you're not comfortable in a pencil skirt or a suit and tie, then just don't wear it. Wear something appropriate for the setting, but something that you're still comfortable and confident in.
So you want to be confident, not scared about tripping over 5-inch heels or wearing a suit so tight you might rip it and you're paranoid for like every 10 seconds. So be you, but heads up, leave the Crocs at home.
Definitely.
That might just be it. That's a helpful hint. Peace.